Okay, next question from Lisa. Right, is it possible to remain lean and healthy without counting macros or weighing food? I love that question. Um, Surely we can't live the rest of our lives counting macros and weighing stuff. Is that even healthy? Don't want to be a fat lard either. And then Nat expands on that. Can good judgment get you where you want to be lean and health wise, or is it essential to be scientific with it all? I love this question because there's not like a yes or no answer to it. It's sort of shades of grey. But I'll tell you what, I'll give my opinion on it for what it's worth. It's absolutely possible to like live a healthy life and not have to weigh food, not have to count macros, all that sort of stuff. It's also possible to maintain a lean physique without counting, but it depends how lean you're thinking or what you've got your sights set on. So sometimes it might be a case of um, reassessing what your goals are or expectations. And then if you're trying to maintain a physique that's too lean, then that stops becoming healthy, in my opinion. So for women, again, women are hovering around sort of 20% body fat, even high teens, then that's phenomenal. Like trying to drive it lower than that, I think it's hard work. It's sort of like with men, if they're trying to get in between 10 and 12% or 10 and 15% is doable and livable. In my experience, trying to hold it lower than that, it's hard. How do you maintain it without counting or without counting calories? Well, hopefully what counting macros and weighing food and being sort of scientific with it will give you is knowledge and the ability to eyeball a portion of food or measure out your porridge or how much butter you're putting in the pan, all these sorts of things where calories can just creep in. If you've been doing it for a while, you should get good sort of guesstimating what's on your plate. It's also why for a period of time I think everyone would benefit from doing maybe a couple of weeks or even a month of tracking, and you just get to know what suits your body. You can see which way the weight's going, see how you're looking, see how you're performing in the gym, and make a judgment from there. Over the course of like a year, say, again, this is me personally, so I'm not saying this is for everyone, but it works well for me and has worked well for clients as well. There'll be periods of time where, let's say you've got a holiday coming up or you've got an event coming up and you want to look your absolute best. Well, for that sort of 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, however long it takes, that's the time to track, that's the time to weigh food, that's the time to really sort of dial in with it. For the other periods of the year, if you just want to maintain where you're at, then maybe you loosely track. So maybe you'll track for a couple of days, not worry about it over the weekends, that sort of thing, sort of semi-track, just sort of fly by the seat of your pants. And then there'll be times, Christmas or when you're on holiday, stuff like that, where you just don't want to track, you don't need the stress. I'm sorry, that's a wishy-washy answer. I think the better your habits are and the more it becomes a lifestyle. Like, so for you two ladies, you both look great, you both train hard, training multiple times a week, you're lifting weights, you're doing cardio, you've tracked before, so you've got a good idea of portion size and stuff. So I would say you two would have a better chance than your average person of maintaining a lean physique without tracking. But if you're unsure, try it for a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, even a month. Don't track the food, but just track the body weight or, taking photos, stuff like that, and see where you're at after 2 weeks or a month. And chances are, I bet you won't be too far off. Cool. I hope that helps. Any further questions, far away.